Hi, boys and girls. It's Mrs. Marburger. I'm super excited today because we get to start our new read aloud. It is called Alvin Ho by Lenore Look. And I know Miss Parate read this with her class and they really loved it. They enjoyed it a lot. I'm not sure how many of you have already read this book because it was on the book battle list, so some of you might have already read it. But even if you did read it, I still want you to listen each day to whatever section it is I read, because as we go, you will be having little check-ins to make sure that you are paying attention to the read aloud, to the characters and the setting, the plot, and so you want to make sure that you're listening each day. Okay, so we are going to get started. Chapter 1 is called Once Upon a Time. The first thing you should know about me is my name is Alvin Ho, and I am afraid of many things. Elevators, tunnels, bridges, airplanes, thunder, substitute teachers, kimchi, wasabi, the dark, heights, scary movies, scary dreams, shots, school. If there were no school, my troubles would blast away just like that. I would dig holes all day and I would play catch with my gong gong. I would watch cooking shows and I would keep an eye on things. It would be fantastic. The second thing you should know about me is that even though I'm afraid of many things, I am not afraid of anything that explodes. I love explosions. I was practically born with gunpowder in my blood. This is on account of I live in Concord, Massachusetts, which is hard to spell, but where there are explosions all over the place. When the American Revolutionary War started, way before I was born. And the third thing you should know about me is that I have a dog, Lucy, and a brother named Calvin, and a sister named Annabelle, who messes with my sticks and my toys, eats my food, drinks my chocolate milk, and gets in my way. I am not as big as Calvin, but I am bigger than Annabelle, who isn't a baby anymore, but doesn't go to school yet. So I am sort of nearly almost medium. When I stand on tiptoe and stretch at the same time, I am finally almost visible in my class picture. The fourth thing you should know about me is that I love Plastic Man, Wonder Woman, the Green Lantern, Concrete Man, Aquaman, King Henry V, and all the superheroes in the world. I know them from reading with my dad every night while my mom runs on the treadmill like a hamster on a wheel. That's funny. It sounds like Mrs. Marburger. My dad is a great reader for his age, which could be 50 or 100. It's hard to tell. He wears reading glasses and always puts one arm around me and his other arm around Annabelle and Calvin for support. On account of when you get to be that old, it is hard to do anything by yourself. Now, the fifth thing you should know about me is that once upon a time, before I went to school, I was a superhero. I was Firecracker Man. I ran around the house full speed ahead, screaming at the top of my lungs while beating on a garbage can lid. I was as noisy as a firecracker on Chinese New Year. My costume was great. My gong gong made it. But now I am Firecracker Man only on weekends and holidays. There's just no time for it. Being a superhero is hard work. You have to save the world. But going to school is even harder. You have to save yourself. Most days I can hardly even make it to the school bus. And when I arrive at school, I can't think. I can't read. I can't smile. I can't sing. I can't scream. I can't even talk. Ugh. The sixth thing you should know about me is that I have never spoken a word in school. Even when I try with all my might, I always manage to say nothing at all. My voice works at home. It works in the car. It even works on the school bus. But as soon as I get to school, I am as silent as a side of beef. You're like a piece of frozen sausage falling off the truck, my brother Calvin likes to say. It is true. I am something like that. No one really knows why I lose my voice at school, since I come from a long line of farmer warriors who haven't had scarcely a bone in their bodies since 1714 AD. In China, my ancient grandpas and grandmas and aunts and uncles fought off leopards and tigers in their gardens the way Calvin and Annabelle and I fight off mosquitoes at Walden Pond. They weren't afraid of anything, but I am afraid of everything. And that is the end of chapter 1. Let me show you some pictures real quick from this chapter. There he is. This is Calvin and Annabelle. Oh, poor Alvin. Has quite an imagination. He's afraid of a lot of things, though. And there's a lot of things we need to know about him. He doesn't like school. He can't talk when he gets to school. He used to be Firecracker Man before he went to school. What else did we have to know? What else? He was a superhero. Being a superhero is hard work, he says. He's not as big as Calvin, but he is bigger than Annabelle. Oh, he has a dog named Lucy. There's lots of things we found out. And he loves explosions. That might be important to remember later on. Remember that. He loves explosions. All right, so hope you enjoyed chapter 1 of Alvin Ho. If you have a copy at home, feel free to follow along with me. All right, and I'll see you next time.